The internet computer has once again started turning heads in the crypto world. While most projects are focused on small upgrades or token hype, ICP is quietly building something far bigger, a decentralized version of the internet itself. In the past few weeks, the project has rolled out major updates in artificial intelligence, cross-chain connectivity, and blockchain scalability, all while strengthening its unique governance model. Yet despite this progress, the market still seems hesitant, and the ICP token hasn't fully reflected the scale of what's being built. In today's video, we'll unpack what's really happening behind the scenes, the new upgrades that could redefine the future of decentralized computing, the growing ecosystem around AI and Bitcoin DeFi, and why some analysts believe ICP might be one of the most undervalued projects in the space right now. This video is created for educational and informational purposes only. It does not promote or endorse any financial product, investment, or cryptocurrency. All information presented here is based on publicly available sources and independent analysis. Viewers are encouraged to conduct their own research before making any financial or technological decisions. The Internet Computer, ICP, continues to evolve as one of the most ambitious blockchain projects. Its goal, to reinvent the Internet itself as a decentralized world computer. At its core lies the vision by the DFINITY Foundation to enable web-scale applications, governance by communities and enterprises alike, and infrastructure that starts to look more like cloud computing without centralized servers. Recent updates show ICP is doubling down on artificial intelligence integration, scalability enhancements, and cross-chain interoperability. Yet the market reaction has been mixed, and the token remains under pressure. As we unpack ICP's current state, it's important to view three major domains: technology and infrastructure, ecosystem and adoption, and market token dynamics. ICP's foundational architecture is noteworthy. The chain key cryptography allows the network to operate with sub-second finality, distributed node machines, and a reverse gas model, in which developers pay for operations rather than end users. This sets up ICP differently than many Layer 1 blockchains. A recent core upgrade doubled the replicated state storage per subnet to 2 TIB, enabling more data-intensive applications and suggesting a push toward higher volume workloads and perhaps even enterprise uses. Further, ICP is increasingly positioning itself as an AI-native blockchain. Rather than simply being a smart contract platform, ICP now emphasizes on-chain AI workers and tools that allow non-developers to build applications by natural language prompts. For instance, the project's recent platform update, referenced by major media, signals a shift. The Internet Computer bets big on AI as crypto markets play catch-up. By embedding AI directly into the chain, ICP aims to enable applications that write themselves or evolve dynamically, a marked departure from static smart contracts. Another key infrastructure element is interoperability. ICP's roadmap emphasizes chain fusion integrations, aiming for seamless cross-chain interactions without traditional bridges. Recent reports highlight the introduction of a Bitcoin DeFi hub on ICP leveraging these abilities. Together, these upgrades show ICP is not resting on its initial architecture. They're enhancing storage capacity, AI tooling, and cross-chain connectivity. However, infrastructure alone doesn't guarantee adoption. Some technical analyses still point to elevated risk in smart contract design on ICP due to its asynchronous messaging model and sharded architecture. For example, a study found a high proportion of smart contracts, 1015 written for ICP, had medium or high-severity reentrancy bugs, raising questions around developer tooling and ecosystem maturity. Governance is also a strong suit. The Network Nervous System, NNS and SNS, Service Nervous System, DAO framework provide community-led proposal mechanisms and treasury management. An empirical study comparing SNS DAOs found that ICP's model exhibited higher engagement and faster decision times compared to other blockchain DAO frameworks. This governance layer is more than window dressing. It's central to ICP's claim to decentralized internet infrastructure rather than a corporate dev platform. From a developer and user perspective, ICP is gathering traction on three fronts: AI, no-code application generation, DeFi and cross-chain activity, and developer tooling for scalable dApps. The AI focus is especially compelling. Hackathons and community events have shown non-technical builders constructing tools by describing needs in natural language, which then materialize on ICP's infrastructure. This democratization of app creation could reduce developer friction and drive more applications atop ICP. DeFi and cross-chain integration are also in view. The Bitcoin DeFi hub mentioned earlier illustrates ICP's ambition, enabling Bitcoin-centric applications, leveraging its chain fusion approach, and tapping into large crypto capital flows beyond just native tokens. Moreover, ICP's reverse gas model lowers entry barriers. Developers bear cost rather than users, an attractive model for user-facing apps in Web3 where frictionless experience is vital. That said, adoption still carries caveats. While storage and compute upgrades boost back-end capability, the front-end and user ecosystem, wallets, dApp discoverability, user volumes, remain areas for growth. Technical studies pointed to relative immaturity in smart contract robustness and developer ecosystem compared to incumbents. Also, mainstream awareness of ICP outside crypto-native circles is limited. Governance and community activity offer promising signs. Sustained participation levels in SNS DAOs indicate the framework may avoid the DAO fatigue seen elsewhere where engagement decays. This enhances credibility that ICP's governance model is robust and active rather than perfunctory. Despite the technological and ecosystem momentum, the ICP token, ticker ICP, has struggled to reflect it in price action. As of recent data, ICP is trading in the $4-6 range and remains well below past highs. Technical indicators reflect persistent bearish momentum. One report noted ICP trading at about $4.41, with its relative strength index, RSI, near 37, indicating oversold territory, yet no clear catalyst for sustained reversal. Broader market headwinds weigh, regulatory uncertainty in major jurisdictions, macroeconomic conditions, and crypto market sentiment all dampen upside. For example, a report flagged that despite a token burn, 1 million ICP, and AI tool launches, the price fell around 3% in one 24-hour period as regulatory fears overshadowed developments. From a speculative vantage, some analysis points to a potential rebound if adoption of on-chain AI and cross-chain DeFi accelerate. One piece projected a target of $6-7 if the right conditions are met. Strong usage growth, broader awareness, and finally market sentiment turning. Technically, the token faces important support and resistance zones. For instance, reports identify support around $4.22 and resistance near $5.16 and $6.08. A breach of support could trigger further downside, while reclaiming resistance may enable meaningful rebound. From a token utility perspective, ICP carries governance weight, staking to create neurons, participate in voting via the NNS, and it underpins the network's economic model, rewarding node providers, securing the network, and enabling proposals. But some investors argue that token metrics still favor speculation rather than usage-driven value capture. So where does this leave ICP? The project continues to make meaningful strategic moves. Infrastructure upgrades, storage, on-chain AI, ecosystem building, hackathons, no-code tools, DeFi hubs, and governance fundamentals, active DAOs, community proposals. These align with its long-term mission of a decentralized internet platform rather than simply another smart contract chain. The key question is, can these developments translate into network effects, mainstream adoption, and token uplift? For that to happen, several things must align. Developer growth must turn into substantial dApp deployment and usage, particularly consumer-facing apps that bring new users, not just crypto-savvy builders. AI capabilities must translate into real differentiated products, not just hype. Non-technical users being able to deploy apps is compelling, but sustainability, monetization, and scaling will matter. Cross-chain integrations must deliver tangible value, e.g., real volume, liquidity from Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., rather than announcements alone. Market sentiment must improve. While fundamentals matter, in crypto price often reacts to broader risk appetite, regulatory clarity, macro tailwinds. Token economics must reflect usage, not just token burns or speculative interest. The value capture mechanism must scale with network growth. If these align, ICP has the possibility to be in a strong position. On the other hand, if adoption stalls or broader crypto markets remain weak, ICP could remain range-bound or face further downside. For commentary and viewers, you might emphasize, the technology is impressive and unique, but risk remains in execution and market timing. ICP's story is far from over. It blends deep technology ambition, on-chain AI, heavy infrastructure upgrades, governance innovation, with an ecosystem still in build phase. For viewers interested in Web3, decentralized infrastructure, or next-gen blockchain platforms, ICP represents a high-conviction but high-risk play. It embodies the vision of the internet as code, not just of blockchains transacting tokens. For now, token holders and developers alike must watch closely. Adoption data, network usage, and cross-chain flows will be far more telling than price alone. If you're crafting a commentary video, you may want to highlight recent milestones, storage upgrade, AI tools launch, Bitcoin DeFi hub. Contrast that with current market performance, token hovering in the ish 4 or 6 range, technical weakness, and then present this bifurcated outlook. High potential, but execution and market context are critical. Encourage your audience to monitor key metrics: dApp deployment numbers, active users, cross-chain volumes, governance activity, and token staking growth. All right, if you learned something new or enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss future updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.